Okay, so Wargaming just announced new Frontline. There's three new major features. Number one, it works with Battle Pass. Number two, it works with Tier 9 vehicles, and you can earn Tier 9 vehicles through the Battle Pass reward system. And they have new consumables, combat consumables. There's a few other changes. So we're going to go through real quick. Number one, the Tier 9 is not the way you expect it to be. You always start out as a Tier 8 player. And what will happen is when the attacking team starts to cap the second line of defenses, it opens up the availability of Tier 9. So the beginning of the game, you're always going to be Tier 8. However, once the attacking team has cleared out two of the end zones, the final zones, in order to get to the final objectives, you can start respawning as a Tier 9 vehicle. The Battle Pass is going to probably be what you expect it to be. They did make a comment that you would make more credits playing Tier 8 premium tanks. Maybe there are no Tier 9 premium tanks because if they're a certain type of gift tank, you won't get extra credits. Okay, so we've got those two features, and then we've got new consumables. The new consumables, they're not that amazing. We've got minefields. We've got, before, the engineering worked with capping and repairs. They split that up into two. So now engineering is just for capping, and the field repairs is for repairs. They improved the bonus for the Inspire mode. They added a new recon mode. You've got the recon flight, you've got Sentinel, which if you're going to spot or if you're a tank destroyer and you're not moving, if you're stationary, you can run the special mode that improves your spotting capability. For example, there is something called Commander's Vision System, where it decreases camo by 15% for a player in a bush. It adds a feature like that, and it lasts for a certain amount of time. I believe it's around a minute. And there is, did I say the minefield? There's a minefield mode. The minefields, you can shoot the minefields to blow them up. You can drop a minefield on another minefield. And you can drop artillery strikes on minefields. I think that when you're in the repair, it slows you down, but it doesn't stop you from repairing. I don't really remember. And you could probably drop minefields. The way they had caps filled with minefields. So I don't know if you have to drop it. I think based on what I saw, you got to drop it right in front of you. But you can also see the enemy minefield if you're within 50 meters. It is designed to slow down an enemy. If someone's chasing after you, you drop down a minefield, it gives you a little chance to get away. Doesn't destroy the enemy tank. So you remember that you used to get 3 combat reserves and then they reduced it to 1 for light tanks or something like that. They got it back to 3. And I believe that when you start the game, you have to earn the higher levels. And I believe they only let you have 1 of each type. So you get 1 for recon, 1 that is like an artillery strike, and 1 that is similar to Inspire and Engineering. Okay, so that's about it for Frontline. They didn't really make any other announcements. There's no new map. They didn't announce any major changes to the maps, to the layout or anything. The Tier 9, I believe it's everybody can play Tier 9 as soon as the DE or F, as soon as they got 2 of them. I believe anybody can respawn as a Tier 9, and obviously people are going to do it except for the wheeled vehicles. And the other thing they did was they changed the garage so that the Tier 8s are on the left and the Tier 9s are on the right. It's got 2 strips going across, the upper and the lower. And you can see the Tier 8 and the Tier 9, and obviously you do have to configure all of your vehicles before you start the game. If you have any questions or comments, please post below. Hey, hey, hey!